According to the scientific study of these fatal diseases, all of them originated from human hunting or slaughter of animals for meat. Other pandemics, such as the 1918 outbreak, in which 50 to 100 million people perished, and the one that continues to claim lives today, have their source in animals being raised to be slaughtered for meat consumption. So you see, the question is not so much whether these terrible diseases come from wild or livestock animals, but that they truly came from animals. They also are based in humans killing for meat, a so-called food that is being scientifically shown to be a poison. This is the activity that must cease for the betterment of humanity, animals, and our world. The meat eating must stop.
The major pandemics and its consequences are summarized along with the estimated global economic costs below. Spanish flu 1918 to 1920, an estimated 500 million cases and 50 to 100 million deaths, with an economic cost of $3 billion plus, which was about 5% of the global GDP at that time. Asian flu 1957 to 1958, over 500 million cases and 1 to 4 million deaths, with an economic cost of over $9 billion. Hong Kong flu 1968 to 1969, over 500 million cases and 1 to 4 million deaths, with an economic cost of more than $34 billion till today, which includes the vaccination cost. HIV, AIDS, 1970s and to date, an estimated 74.9 million cases and 32 million deaths and counting. The economic cost is $144 billion till 2020 and counting. Ebola virus disease, 1976 and 2014 to ongoing, an estimated 34,593 cases and 15,239 deaths as of 2020 and counting, with an economic cost of at least $53 billion. Variant Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, mad cow disease, 1986 to ongoing, 231 cases and counting, 100% of cases fatal, with an economic cost of at least $30 billion and counting. SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome, 2002 to 2004, 8,098 cases and 774 deaths, 10% of cases fatal. The estimated economic cost is over $40 billion. Avian flu, 2003 to ongoing, 861 cases and 455 deaths and counting, 50% of cases fatal. The estimated economic cost is at least $1.9 billion and counting. Swine flu, 2009 to 2010, up to an estimated 1.4 billion cases and 575,000 deaths, with an economic cost of over $50 billion. MERS, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, 2012 to ongoing, 2,506 cases and 862 deaths as of January 15th, 2020 and counting. 35% of cases fatal. The estimated economic cost is at least $10 billion and counting. COVID-19, 2019 to ongoing, an estimated 4.9 million cases and 329,300 deaths as of May 22nd, 2020 and counting. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, stated that COVID-19 could cost $9 trillion in 2 years.